So Paddleton. What's up, guys? Welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of Paddleton, the newest film from director Alex Lehmann. It's a Netflix original movie that stars Ray Romano and Mark Duplass. It's also written by Mark Duplass and Jay Duplass. So, the idea behind Paddleton is this: two friends, two neighbors, both played by Ray Romano and Mark Duplass. They play this game called Paddleton, which is basically like paddleball, but they bounce it off a wall. It has to hit a trash can to score points. And Mark Duplass's character learns one day that he has brain cancer or some kind of terminal cancer of some sort. And he only has a few short months to live. He's going to pass away, and this affects Ray Romano. Well, he wants Ray Romano to basically end his life, kind of like a Dr. Kevorkian type of situation. And of course, in those types of scenarios, Ray Romano's character is going to be like, I don't want to do that. So they go on a road trip and they meet a couple people on this road trip, and they kind of have an existential crisis style, just talk, and they just discuss things about life and about how things would go. And it's just an interesting, slow, low budget, talkie more than an action movie. And it's kind of like a heartbreaking scenario because Ray Romano just doesn't want to do it. And I can totally understand this point, because how can you end someone's life? And how can you just be okay with that? And yeah, when people have cancer and people have that terminal cancer, they're going to do things that make it easier for themselves in the later run to just get it over with and not have to suffer. And it brings up moral questions of, is it right to do those types of things? And that's what this whole story is about Ray Romano having to deal with that. And it's such a heartbreaking movie. It's a deep, dark, uncomfortable type of setting, but this is the kind of stuff that sometimes needs to be dealt with in type movies. And it's not going to be for everyone, because a lot of people don't want to deal with this situation. They don't want to have to figure out if they want to have to put their friend's life to the end. And it was a rough movie to watch. I'm not going to be honest. I actually almost cried because it was so heartbreaking to watch what Ray Romano has to go through and what Mark Duplass has to go through. And Mark Duplass and Jay Duplass are some of the most interesting writers and directors on the market right now. They do really low budget indie movies like Baghead and Jeff Still Lives at Home, which is the one with Jason Segel and Ed Helms. And it's just, I don't know. They're very unique, eclectic type of filmmakers. And Mark Duplass, of course, was in The League. He's in Safety Not Guaranteed. He's a much bigger entity than his brother Jay Duplass is, but they come out with some interesting material, like Cyrus about Jonah Hill lives at home even though he's a grown adult. This movie is just as deep and as dark, and it's digging into matter that just you don't want to deal with. And it's such an interesting movie. It's actually a really good movie. It's well written. Ray Romano's at his best I've ever seen him. This is getting into the time of era for Ray Romano, the golden years, where he does stuff like The Big Sick. He's no longer doing stuff like Everybody Loves Raymond, which he probably will go back to every once in a while. But he's delving more into his acting abilities of getting into the soul of a human being. And that's what he does here. When he finally breaks down and starts crying, and you really feel his humanity. It's the same thing with Mark Duplass. He really gives you the feeling that he just doesn't want to do this anymore, because there's nothing he can do about it. There's no cure for his disease or cancer that he has. And it's just so raw and emotional. And it's one of the best Netflix movies I've seen this year. And it's definitely highly recommended. But I have to go into the recommend warn of, if you can't handle the subject matter that's being brought to the table here, there's no point in watching this. Go watch something more lighthearted, I guess. But this movie is just very emotionally draining for its only hour and 25-minute runtime. And it's just, yeah, it's a good movie. It's hard, but it's a fun, interesting, I guess not really fun. I keep saying stuff like that, but it's not really fun. It's just a really interesting, emotional movie. So there you go. That's going to be my take on Paddleton. If you like what you see, remember to rate, subscribe, check out the YouTube channel, Facebook, and Twitter. Email nlapola113@gmail.com if you have any questions. Comment below on what you feel about these types of movies. I don't know if you're gonna watch it. I don't know you guys very well. If if you like these types of movies or not. But what's your opinion on movies like this? Do you think they should be made? Should they not be made? Do you watch these types of movies to feel something, or do you stick to Marvel movies, which is fine, perfectly understandable? So, but otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.